What's up, guys? Today I'm going to do my deck profile for my second place Kewl Tune list. The set just came out and I really wanted to play the deck. I didn't pull everything I needed, but I was stubborn, so it's Walmart Kewl Tune today. But I'll get into the card by card. I'll teach you a combo. It was fun. I only lost to Yummy. We'll go right ahead. What's up, guys? Editor Me here, just to say thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you want more content. And if you're interested in hearing my tournament report for the full day, watch until the end after the combo tutorial and I'll give a full breakdown of how I played. Starting with the Kewl Tune cards, I played 2 Q today because I didn't pull the third. This one's on normal summon, special summon a tuner from hand, deck, or graveyard, and tuner lock yourself for the turn. I also only pulled 2 Reco. This one searches or salvages a non-level 3 Kewl Tune monster on normal or special. I got my playset of mixes, so I was on my playset of mixes. This one searches or salvages a non-level 2 Kewl Tune on normal or special. And Clip is the hand trap. This one is during your opponent's main phase. You can special summon it, then immediately after that resolves, you special summon a synchro tuner from your extra deck using materials. They also all have effects when used as synchro material. Q is going to excavate the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, banish one of them, and then top or bottom the other. Reco is going to pop a spell trap. Mix is going to pop a monster. And Clip banishes a random card from the extra deck. We have 4 cards that we play as targets for Q. I'm on 3 copies of Red Nova. I know most people usually only play 1, and that's if you normal Q, you can summon it and then go into Track Maker and start your play that way. I only had 4 normal summons that were level 3, so I really wanted to play the 3 Red Nova so that I could get a 2-card combo to go into Track Maker with a material in hand. And so I was also playing a 1 of Wheel Synchron in case I drew the Red Nova plus a tuner 3, so that I could show a line I'll show you later, or make a line I'll show you later, excuse me. For Kewl Tune spells and traps, I was just playing 3 copies of the quick play and 2 copies of the field spell. I was playing 2 field spell because I feel like sometimes you just want to open it. You can like normal Veiler or normal Red Nova and go into the remix setup off of just field spell. So I was on 2, but I could see it going down to 1. I was playing 3 Synchro Overtake because both Red Seal and Remix have name synchro requirements. And then I was on 1 Vanadium Reframing for the Wheel Synchron line. For non-engine, I was playing 3 Fua, 3 Droll, 1 Gamma, 1 Delta, 1 Driver, 3 Ash, 3 Bell, and 3 Veiler. And this all felt really good. No notes. I'm at 41 in the main, and if I had the extra Kewl Tune level 3s, I would probably try to cut like 1 field spell, and maybe even a Synchro Overtake and just play 2. And it's a hard once per turn, and I'm going to see a 3 more often if I play them in the main. Moving on to the extra, it is really straightforward. We're just playing 3 Track Maker, 3 Remix, 3 Red Seal, 3 Loudness War. I feel like it's all actually needed. Loudness War could go down to 2, but I genuinely feel like 3 copies of all of the others is needed based on playing today. Remix tributing itself is a notable thing. Whereas like the Yummies put themselves back in the extra deck, Remix actually has to tribute, so making multiple copies throughout the game is a thing. And then my toolbox, I was playing 1 SP, 1 Omega for when I resolve Cyframes before I tuner lock myself, and then 1 Visas Amritara for the line I'll show you to get to reframing. And then the side deck, this is like super straightforward also. Because of the tuner lock, you have to be kind of picky about what you side. I played 3 Fenrir and 3 Pankratops to summon before I get tuner locked, and that played really well on the whole day. I also sided Kaijus for Lunalite and Bystials for Yummy and Mitsu. And then I sided double Cyclones for Draco Tail to try to bait out the flame with either like a Kewl Tune Synchro or a Synchro Overtake. And then to go first, I sided a playlist to search off the Track Maker for extra interaction and a Call by the Grave for hand traps. I will jump in and I'll show you just a couple 1-card things that you can do. I'll actually show you a 1-card and a 2-card. So this is what I think Kewl Tune is actually going to be known for this format, is the 1-card line into Remix, which is a setup for a Spell Trap pop, a Monster pop, and a face-up card negate on your opponent's turn. And you can get to it from any of these three. It's really straightforward. You can either normal or special your Kewl Tune monster. They'll search for the other piece because Reco gets a non-level 3 and Mix gets a non-level 2. You can synchro using materials in hand to make remix. And then on your opponent's turn, you contribute the remix, special one, add one back, immediately synchro into Red Seal. You trigger their material effects to pop a monster, pop a spell trap, and then you have the Red Seal face up card negate. Obviously, you can do this off of summoning either body off Overtake. And the last thing I'm going to show you guys is the 2-card combo. This is if you have Q plus Red Nova. So you're going to normal the Q, trigger Q. Q's going to summon Wheel Synchron from your deck. Then you're going to synchro the Q with the Red Nova in your hand to make Trackmaker and trigger Trackmaker. Trackmaker Chainlink 1, Red Nova Chainlink 2, and the Q chain blocks the summon from deck. We summon the Reco, and then the Trackmaker adds field spell. The Reco will trigger and add a mix. Then we can activate the field spell, and we can synchro off these two for Visas Amritara, and trigger Amritara to search reframing. And then we use the effect of the juke joint to tribute this and special from deck. And we'll special mix. And we'll trigger mix. And mix can either add back or add another Reco. I'm just going to add back for brevity. But then you get to set up here with the mix effect to synchro with a material in hand. For the remix, you are sacrificing your ability to end on the Trackmaker, which if you have clip in hand is a little bit annoying because then you're missing out on Loudness War plus Bounce 1, but you are adding an Omni to your end board, and there are ways to do this without sacrificing the Trackmaker. For example, if you use your second normal for the juke joint, you can like summon the mix from your hand and then not have the follow-up. You can trade the follow-up for the interaction. It's pretty flexible, and it's just a 1-card commitment of Wheel Synchron into the main, plus the reframing, and adding the Omni is valuable in my opinion. So let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. What's up guys, Editor Me again, just saying thank you so much again for watching. And now I'm just going to talk about how I played on the day and what I played against. Round 1 I played against Kashtira and I lost the die roll. It was a good match, but I think in game 3 I just had the grind game, and I think I opened enough interaction that the end board wasn't really that scary, unfortunately, for my opponent. And thankfully the Kewl Tune deck actually does a really good job of dodging targeting effects with the quick play spell and with the remix quick effect to tribute herself. In round 2, I played against DDD and I also lost the die roll for that one. That was a 2-0. Game 1, I Fuwalos and my opponent played into it, and I ended up drawing into clip plus mix, which gave me a monster pop when they went into the rank 4, which is a slow effect to search. So I was like, oh, before you detach, I'll just make this. I made Trackmaker and searched on their turn and popped their rank 4 and ended the turn after drawing 5 off of Fua. It was pretty rough. Game 2, they chose to go first, and I had the Magnamut for the level 2 tuner in Graveyard, and that was pretty rough. Overall, I think the amount of non-engine you get to play plus clip for 2-card interruptions on turn 0 is actually pretty threatening depending on what you're playing against. Round 3, I played against Yummy, and this was my loss on the day. I lost the die roll, and my opponent, of course, chose to go first. And both games that my opponent went first, game 1 and game 3, they opened Called by the Grave. Game 1, I had 2 copies of Veiler, and because of Called by, I had to use both on the same thing. And game 3, I had Fua, and it got Called by, and I was like, okay, great. Ash is my only other point of interaction into a good Yummy hand. I took game 2 going first. Again, the deck is good. I think the deck is good, at least. Putting up the Omnis plus the Pops is not a joke, at least for interaction, and the quick play spell is really pushed. If Kewl Tune gets another wave of support, it'll be a real deck. And the Red Seal Floodgate is quite strong into Yummy. And round 4, I played against Centurion Mitsurugi, which I had never actually seen mixed before, but was an interesting deck. and I took that set 2-0. I lost the die roll, but I opened enough hand traps to get my opponent to end on basically like Legacia plus Primera in the back row in game 1. And in game 2, I opened clip plus mix, so I had a monster pop for my opponent's turn, which interacted quite well with the Trudea. Overall, I would say that the deck performed pretty well. The lines are super consistent off of like almost any starter, whether it's Reco or Mix or Q or Synchro Overtake or Quick Play Spell. The low to the ground end boards play well into like Fuwalos because you really don't have to synchro that many times. You can choose to just synchro once and end on clip and just be like, okay, I'm gonna do most of the stuff that I want to do on your turn. And you can like segment the Reco pop and the mix pop if you choose to do it that way. It's just like putting the remix up it feels strong because then you have more customization as to whether or not you want to maybe add back a hand trap with the remix. I really like the deck. I hope it gets a level 1, and I hope the level 1 like summons itself for free or adds back a banished Kewl Tune card or searches a spell trap. One of those things would be sick. Konami, if you're listening. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that I can get a 3rd copy of Reco or Q before Genesis Locals next week because I want to play this deck for Genesis also. Have a good night and I'll see you tomorrow.